Hello and welcome. When you are ready, you can slowly start to find a comfortable position. We'll start seated at the top of your mat. This may be a cross-legged position. It can also be seated on your shins. You can always sit on a block or just whatever is going to allow you to find a nice long straight spine and easy sit to slowly begin our practice today. Once you arrive, you can start to close down the eyes, gently resting the hands onto your knees. Find a nice long straight spine. Start pulling the crown of the head up towards the ceiling or wherever you may be. Very slowly starting to take note of how you feel. Maybe starting to tune into your breath, finding your ujjayi. Always knowing that we are completely different and fully different beings every single time we step on the mat. And you want to try your best to remove any expectations that you may have of your practice today. Try and just approach it curiously, allowing it to be whatever it needs to be for you. And slowly, if you haven't already, you can start to tune into your ujjayi, start to give your breath a little bit more sound. Allowing your breath to be what carries you throughout your practice today. Take one more deep breath in wherever you are. And exhale, deep breath out to blink over the eyes, roll over the shins, come into a tabletop position. Start finding maybe gentle wiggles into the spine. Just finding any kind of movement that is going to allow you to get a little bit more out of your head, more into your body. Perhaps even starting to bring the palms of the hands underneath the shoulders, bringing the fingertips back. You can start to sway the hips towards the heels as you slightly lift the palms of the hands off the floor. I always find this stretch very satisfying. And slowly from there, bring the palms of the hands back underneath the shoulders, tabletop position, and start walking the hands out in front of you this time. As you drop the chest down towards the floor, keep the hips hovering over the knees. Puppy pose. Slightly push the palms of the hands down towards the floor to feel that opening through the chest. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, deep breath out. Slowly from there, start to walk the hands back in line underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, and take it into your first downward facing dog. Maybe you start to pedal out through the feet or wiggling the hips slightly side to side. And slowly from there, ripple all the way forwards, come into a plank pose. On the exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing. Again, inhale, come all the way forwards, high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. One more time, come all the way forwards, high plank. This time, lower yourself all the way down towards the floor, one straight long line. Inhale, find your cobra. And exhale, moving through a child's pose. Tuck the toes under, downward facing. One more time, inhale, come forwards, high plank. This time, lowering down halfway, chaturanga. Little pause. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Start drawing the gaze forwards between the hands. Start tiptoeing your weight all the way forwards. Coming into a forward fold. Once you get there, lengthen halfway. Folding over the legs, exhale. Come all the way up to stand. Bring the hands up towards the sky. Gaze comes up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Finding Samasthiti. 3 deep breaths before we really get started for 1. Exhaling with sound for 1. Deep breath in for 2. Exhaling. Deep breath in with sound, 3. Exhaling, 3. For sun salutations, bring the hands up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, forward folding over the legs. Have fun. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step, or if you're ready, float it back. We arrive, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Start off with 5 deep breaths for 1. Exhaling. Deep breath in 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhaling. Really drawing the heels down towards the floor. Hips are nice and high. Always fine to bend the knees if you prefer. Just try and keep a nice long straight line from the palms of the hands up towards the hips. Take 1 more deep breath in. On the exhale, step or float it forwards. Come top of the mat, lengthen. Forward folding, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward folding over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float it back. Again, we arrive, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths for 1. Exhaling. Deep breath in for 2. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in, 3. Start to prepare, bend the knees. Step or float, come top of the mat, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale 1 more time, forward folding over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands, step or float it back. Chaturanga, little pause. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. Option to stay in your downward facing dog. Option to start walking the hands towards the back of the mat. On the next inhale, bend through the knees, reach through the hands, find a wide chair. Keep the hips nice and low. Take 3 deep breaths here. 1. Exhaling. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Using the breath for 3. And exhale, you're going to lean over towards the right side. You're going to slowly start kicking or kind of lifting that left heel off the floor. Maybe from there, you even start extending the foot forwards if you reach through the hands. 3 more breaths for 1. Exhaling. Deep bend into that right knee, 2. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in, 3. Exhale, come back, wide chair. Inhale. Exhale over towards the opposite side. Lift that right heel off the floor. Exhale, reach the hands forwards. Deep bend into that left knee. 1. Exhaling. Deep breath in, 2. Find to round the spine here. 1 more deep breath in, 3. Exhale, come back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Take it all the way forwards. High plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend into the knees, step or float. Come top of the mat. Lengthening. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, straight into our B's, chair pose. On the exhale, lower the bum down towards the floor, the feet up towards the sky. Come into your Navasana, boat pose. 3 breaths, 1. Exhaling. Breath in, 2. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in, 3. Really reach the hands forward. Exhale, come down, low boat. Maybe even reaching the hands back behind you. Deep breath in, 1. Exhale. Deep breath in, 2. I am shaking. 1 more deep breath in, 3. Exhale, Navasana. Inhale to roll onto the backs of the shoulders. And the exhale, come back through your chair pose without the hands. Exhale, forward folding over the legs. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, plant the hands, step or float it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, roll that thigh open, right heel to left bum cheek. Inhale, take the knee a little higher. And exhale, knee to nose and hold. Take a deep breath in, really round through the spine, draw the knee in towards the chest. And exhale, step the foot forwards. Warrior one, inhale. And exhale, take it into a warrior three. Start floating that left leg off the floor. Hands come into the heart. You can reach the hands back behind you. Also can bring the hands out in front of you. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hold. You're going to use the inhale to step it back. Warrior one. And exhale, take it all the way down. Chaturanga. Beautiful. Inhale upwards. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, roll that thigh open. Beautiful. Take the knee a little higher. And exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Take a deep breath in as you draw the knee in towards the chest. And exhale to step the foot forwards between the hands. Warrior one, inhale. And exhale, take it into a warrior three. Beautiful. Try and find the same variation you took on the first side. Always find to extend the arms out in front of you. One more deep breath in. Inhale, warrior one. Bring the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, chaturanga. Take it slow. Use the breath. Little pause. Inhale upwards. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in one. Exhale. Deep breath in two. Exhaling. One more deep breath in three. You slowly start to prepare. Bend the knees. Step or float. Top of the mat. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Round two, inhale. Bend the knees. Reach through the hands. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward folding over the legs. Got a fly on me. Inhale, lengthen. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or float it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, roll that thigh open. Take a knee a little higher, inhale. And exhale, maybe you start stepping that right foot behind the left knee. Inhale to find your wild thing. Engage the backs of the legs, lift the chest. Exhale here. Deep breath in two. Exhaling. One more deep breath in three. Use the exhale to bring yourself all the way round again. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Deep breath in. And exhale, step the foot forwards between the hands. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, back into a warrior three. Float that left leg off the floor. On the next deep breath in, draw that left knee in towards the nose. Exhale to extend the arms up towards the sky. Kick that left foot forwards. Tita Hasta for one. Exhaling. Deep breath in two. Exhale. One more deep breath in three. Exhale, move through a warrior three. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you find your standing split. Option here, you start leaning a little bit of weight into the hands. Step or float it back. Arrive, right foot down. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Exhale, roll that thigh open. Beautiful. Take the knee a little higher, inhale. And exhale, start stepping that left foot behind the right knee. Inhale, open through the chest. And exhale, arrive. Deep breath in 2. Exhaling. One more deep breath in 3. And exhale, slowly bring it back. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Deep breath in, draw the knee in towards the chest. And exhale, step the foot forward. Warrior 1, inhale. And exhale, warrior 3. Remember, it's just a transition. Inhale to draw the right knee in towards the nose. And exhale to kick that right foot forwards, hands up towards the sky for 1. Exhale. Deep breath in 2, no leaning back here. One more deep breath in 3. And exhale, move through your warrior 3. Maybe slowly starting to fold forwards over that left leg, taking into your standing splits. And any way you'd like to arrive in your chaturanga. Could be stepping it back. Could also be that you're bringing the hands a little bit further forwards, leaning a little bit of weight into the hands, maybe taking a little hop and landing on the left foot at the back of the mat. Inhale upwards and exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in 1. Exhaling. Deep breath in 2. Exhale. One more deep breath in for 3. Listen up, hold, exhale. On the next inhale, slowly start dropping the elbows down towards the floor. Find your dolphin pose. Exhale, start to walk the feet in towards the hands. Maybe start drawing the chest back towards the feet. Maybe come onto the tips of the toes, lift the heels off the floor. Try and compress the thighs towards the chest. One more deep breath in. And exhale, come back through a downward dog, Deep breath in to prepare, bend the knees. And separate float from top of the mat. Lengthening, inhale. Folding, exhaling. One more time, inhale, chair pose, bend the knees. Reach the hands. Exhale, forward folding over the legs. Inhale to lengthen halfway. And exhale, plant the hands down, step or float it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, roll that thigh open. Inhale, knee a little higher. Shift the weight forwards into the wrists. Maybe step the right foot behind the left knee. It's a wild thing. If you feel comfortable, you can also take it all the way over. Full Urdhva Dhanurasana. 3 deep breaths for 1. Exhale, push into the hands. Reach through the chest 2. Exhaling. One more deep breath in 3. And exhale, slowly bring it back. Right hand comes down. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Deep breath in to draw the knee in towards the chest. And exhale, step the foot forwards. Warrior 1, inhale. Warrior 3 on the exhale. Using the breath, inhale, come to stand. Draw that left knee in. And exhale, kick that foot forwards. Inhale here. And exhale, this time we're going to take it into a figure 4. Left ankle onto the tops of the right thigh. Hands in towards the heart. Sink low into that right knee. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Inhale, come back the way we came. Extend that left leg forwards. Exhale, warrior 3, moving slow. Inhale, standing splits. And either you hold for 3 breaths. Option 2, you can bring the hands a little bit further forwards. Start leaning a little bit of weight into the hands, just lifting the right heel off the floor. You don't actually have to come upside down. Option 3, you can take a little hop, maybe finding a pause in a handstand. Sometimes these work, sometimes they don't. You can always take it to a wall. And then step or float it back from there. Chaturanga. Inhale upwards. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, roll that thigh open. Inhale, take the knee a little higher. And exhale, step the left foot behind the right knee. Wild thing, inhale. Maybe full Urdhva Dhanurasana, exhaling. Breath in 2. Last breath in 3. Exhale slowly brings you back. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Round. Let's step the foot forwards between the hands. Warrior 1, inhale. Warrior 3 on the exhale. Use the inhale to come all the way up to stand. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, kick the foot forwards. Deep breath in. And exhale, right ankle onto the tops of the left thigh. Figure 4. Deep breath in 2. One more deep breath in 3. Really draw the right knee down. Inhale, come back to stand. Extend that right leg forwards. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, standing splits. Maybe folding forwards. Maybe bringing the hands down towards the floor. Maybe shifting weight into the hands. I feel like I've got flies all around me. Maybe from there, bring the hands down. Little hop onto the hands. And from there, you can arrive left foot back. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Straight away, option to stay here, or option to lower the forearms down towards the floor. Come back into your dolphin. Option to stay, option to walk the feet in. Option to stay here, option to take your favorite leg up towards the sky. Option from there to shift the weight into the forearms. Come upside down. 3 deep breaths for 1. Exhale. Breath in 2. Always find to go to a wall here. 3. And then slowly make your way down. Find your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in to prepare. Bend the knees. And separate float. Come top of the mat. Lengthening inhale. And forward folding. Exhale. Inhale, find your chair pose. Yeah. And exhale, stand up. Samasthiti. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. On the next inhale, come into your chair pose. Sweep the feet, fingers down, reach through the hands. On the exhale, take a twist, left elbow onto the outside of the right knee. Draw the hands in towards the heart center. Knees are in line. And hips are nice and low. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, keep the arms as they are. Bring the gaze down towards the floor. And start shifting the weight into that right leg. Maybe starting to pick up the left heel off the mat. Maybe starting to extend that left leg, trying to keep it off the floor. And you're still simultaneously working the twist into the upper body. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale, find your chair. Keep the hips nice and low. Exhale, twist over towards the opposite side. Right elbow, left thigh, hands in towards the heart for 1. Exhaling. Deep breath in 2. Exhale. One more deep breath in 3. Exhale. Inhale back. Oopsie, sorry. From there, bring the gaze down towards the floor. Start shifting weight into the left leg. Start picking up the right heel in towards the right bum cheek. Simultaneously working on the twist, maybe you start extending that right leg out back. 2 more breaths for 1. Exhaling. One more deep breath in 2. And exhale, slowly bring it back. Inhale, find your chair. And exhale, interlace the hands above your head. Come down halfway. Bring the bum down, hands reach forwards. 3 breaths here. You're trying your best to get your torso onto the tops of your thighs. Drawing the navel in. Reaching the bum back and the hands forwards. One more deep breath in, maybe lifting the heels off the floor. On the exhale, forward folding. Straight away, lengthen, inhale. Option 1, you can take a malasana squat if you prefer to rest. Option 2, hands come down towards the floor. Knees come onto the backs of the triceps. Bakasana, crow pose. Really trusting your fingertips here. Gaze comes forwards as you lift the heels off the floor. 2 more breaths for 1. Exhaling. 1 more deep breath in, 2. And exhale, step or float it back. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. On the next inhale, take the right leg up towards the sky. This time, exhale, knee to right shoulder. Give it a tap. Inhale, back up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Moving slow. Inhale, back up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Option to stay here, drop the left heel down towards the floor. Extend that right leg forwards. Reach the left hand up off the mat. Maybe you lower the right foot down towards the floor. Maybe it comes to hover. Take 2 more breaths for 1. Got a fly that will not stop pestering me for 2. And exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. And step the foot forward between the hands. Warrior 1, inhale. And arriving on the exhale. Just finding your position. Your concentration, your dharana in every single pose. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, warrior 3, hands coming towards the heart. Float that left leg off the floor. Inhale, knee to nose. And exhale, kick that left foot forward. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in here. Lift the left foot a little higher. And exhale, figure 4. Beautiful. Hands in towards the heart. Option 1, you can stay as you are. Option 2, we're taking 3 deep breaths in a twist. Left elbows coming onto the outsides of the left foot. Hands coming towards the heart center. Deep bend into that right knee. 1 more deep breath in. Exhaling. Inhale, come back, reach through the hands. On the exhale, you're going to forward fold over that left thigh. Option 1, you can simply take it into a forward fold. Holding here, we're eventually going to meet in a chaturanga, taking about 3 deep breaths to get there. Option 2, left tricep onto the backs of the forearms, maybe leaning weight forwards, maybe gripping that right tricep to take the right foot off the floor. Maybe from there, even starting to extend the right leg back behind you. Taking 1 or 2 more breaths. And float it back. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts back up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. And step the foot forwards. Warrior 1, inhale. And warrior 2, exhaling. 3 deep breaths for 1. Exhale. Deep breath in 2. Exhale. 1 more deep breath in 3. And exhale, hands coming towards the heart. Take it towards the back of the mat. Skandasana. If you lower all the way down, come back halfway. Hands coming towards the chest. 3 breaths for 1. Really want to try your best to tuck the tailbone under here and keep the chest nice and high, 2. 1 more deep breath in 3. And lower all the way down towards the floor. Taking into a side bend here. Right hand is going to take hold of the left ankle. The left hand's reaching up and over. If you take hold of the right foot, simply uses it as a way of finding a little bit more opening into the left side body. And breathe. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, lift yourself up. No hands. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale for Trikonasana. Straighten out that right leg. Maybe you close down the stance. Reach the right hand forwards. Then bring the right hand down. Left hand up towards the sky. 3 breaths here. 2. And 3. Take it straight into reverse Trikonasana. Stepping the left foot in. Take the left hand down towards the floor onto the outsides of the right foot. I don't have a block with me today. Maybe reaching the right hand up towards the sky. You're trying your best to pull this right hip back, left hip forwards. And if you need to find a deep bend into this right knee, totally fine. It's all about finding adjustments into your own body, whatever feels good for you. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, fold over that right leg. Take it into a standing splits. Start extending that left leg up towards the sky. Option here, you can take 3 deep breaths, taking hold of the right ankle, folding a little deeper. Option 2, the hands can come a little bit further forwards as you simply rock a little bit of weight into the hands. Option 3, you can take this maybe safely with a wall or without a wall. Take a little hop, finding a little bit of a moment upside down, drawing the knee in towards the chest, finding little moments of balance on the hands. And then step the right foot forwards, left foot back, open out wide, warrior two. Straight into your side angle, right forearm comes down, left hand reaches up and over. If you would like, you can take the hand down onto the inside of the foot. Option 3, you can also take a bind. Right arm wraps under, left arm over. 3 breaths, 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, arrive. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, lower the left knee down towards the floor. Take it into your Kapyasana, bringing the hands up and over. You're trying your best to find an opening through the fronts of the chest. Bring the biceps back behind you. Deep bend into that front right knee. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold over the right leg. Take it into your half splits. Straighten out that right thigh. Kick the hips back and fold over the right leg. Trying your best to really push that right heel down towards the floor. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly bring it back. Inhale, high plank. Step the right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Option to take a rest. Option 2, forearms drop down towards the floor. Dolphin pose. Maybe walk the feet in. Maybe right leg lifts up towards the sky. And maybe from there, you tip the weight forwards into the hands. It's a dolphin, a rest, or a pincha mayurasana. Always fine to take a wall. Take your time. When you're ready, we meet in a seated position or in a child's pose. Taking a moment to come to your breath. Finding your ujjayi if you have lost it. And with that, so take it back into a downward facing dog. Taking all into the second side. Left leg lifts up into the sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Give it a tap. Inhale back up towards the sky. Extend it long. Exhale, knee to nose and round the spine. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Option to stay here, option to drop the right heel down. Kick the left foot forwards, fall in triangle. Maybe right hand up towards the sky. Maybe even lower the left knee down towards the floor. It doesn't matter. 2 more breaths for 1. And 2. And exhale, lower the right hand down towards the floor. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. And step the foot forwards between the hands. Warrior 1, inhale. And arrive on the exhale. Deep breath in 2. And last breath in for 3. Exhale, bring the hands in towards the heart center. Float it forwards, take it warrior 3. Maybe even extending the arms out in front. Inhale, knee in towards the nose. Exhale, kick the foot forwards. Take a deep breath in to take the foot a little higher. And exhale, right ankle to the tops of the left thigh. Option to stay here, option to take a twist. This time it's right elbow onto the outsides of the right foot. Hands in towards the heart center. You're simultaneously working that right knee down towards the floor. And a deep bend into that left knee. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, forward folding over the left leg. Have about 3 breaths to get into our chaturanga position. You can simply fold. You can also start bringing that right shin onto the backs of the triceps. You can also start leaning weight forwards into the hands. Maybe even starting to extend that left leg back behind you, flying pigeon. Eventually stepping or floating it back. Inhale upwards. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. And step the foot forwards. Inhale, warrior 1. And exhale, open out wide. Warrior 2. Deep breath in 1. Exhale, deep bend into that left knee, 2. 1 more deep breath in 3. And exhale, hands to heart. Take into your skandasana, back of the mat. Deep bend into that right knee. And then lift it up halfway. I do recognize I'm giving you my back. That is okay. You need to be even on both sides. Just try your best to hover your body horizontally off of the floor. Take 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down towards the floor. Left hand onto the right shin. Right hand reaches up and over. Take hold of the right foot. Just use it as an ability or kind of an option to just pull yourself down a little deeper. The main purpose of this pose is just to find a little bit more of an extension into that right side body. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhaling. Inhale, come back. Hands to heart. And exhale, come back through skandasana. Beautiful. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, arrive. Inhale, straighten out that left leg for trikonasana. Maybe close down the stance. Reach the left hand forwards. Left hand comes down. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. 3 breaths here for 1. You really want to make sure that you're not collapsing down onto that left thigh or left shin. You're actually reaching your right hand up towards the sky. Beautiful. Deep breath in 2. 1 more deep breath in for 3. Amazing. Exhale, brings the right hand down, step the right foot in, straight into a reverse trikonasana. Or your closest approximation of maybe right hand onto the outsides of the left foot, possibly on a block. And the left hand reaches up towards the sky. Oopsies, finding your balance. Reach that left hip back, and left hand up towards the sky. For 1. And 2. Deep breath in 3. And forward folding. Beautiful. Option to stay here, option to start extending that right leg up towards the sky. Standing splits, maybe taking hold of the left ankle, folding a little deeper. Or you bring the hands a little bit further forwards. Doesn't need to mean a handstand. It can simply mean that you're leaning weight into the hands. Option 2, you can start finding a little bit of a hop, maybe even bending that left knee in towards the chest. It's all about finding little micro moments of balance upside down. Promise you, this all starts to click. And then slowly from there, left foot down, right foot steps back. Warrior 2. Deep breath in, and exhale, take it straight into your side angle. Hand to knee, elbow to knee, hand to floor, or you take a bind. Binders, you want to really extend those arms to open through that right shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths for 1. Breath in 2. Inhale back through your warrior 2. Exhale here. Inhale, high lunge, reach the hands up towards the sky. And exhale, lower the right knee down towards the floor for Asana. Opening through the chest, really reaching the biceps back behind the ears. So you're pulling the chest up towards the sky and reaching the hands up and back. 2 more breaths for 1. Removing any collapsing into the lower spine for 2. And exhale, release, forward fold over the left thigh. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Really pushing that left heel down towards the floor. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come forwards. Inhale, high plank, step the left foot back. And chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From there, drop the forearms straight down towards the floor, or you can take a rest. Dolphin pose, walk the feet in. Maybe this time left leg lifts up towards the sky. Maybe you take it upside down. Completely normal to find that one leg is not maybe as easy to kick up with or to step up with. And you're really working on your straight line here. So pushing the elbows down towards the floor. Toes reach up towards the ceiling. Navel is in towards the spine. And once you're done, you can arrive seated or child's pose. A moment of rest. Going back to your ujjayi. Maybe taking note of how you feel. I always find that throughout the length of my practice, my mind, my focus, it really starts to shift. And then from there, come forwards, tuck the toes under, downward facing. Bring the weight forwards into the hands, and you're going to take the hands towards the back of the mat. So maybe bending into the knees. I like to take the heels in, knees out, push into the hands, and collect the toes to the back of the mat. You can always do this a few times. You can always pretend to drag the fingertips along the mat. And then once you're ready, take hold of the toes for Padangusthasana, lengthening inhale halfway, and folding over the legs, exhale. Totally fine to take a little micro bend into the knees here. Elbows come out towards the sides, and your head is nice and long. Take one more deep breath in, and exhale, deep breath out. Inhale, lengthen halfway, and exhale, bring the hands underneath the feet for Padahastasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway, gaze comes forwards, and exhale, forward folding over the thighs. 3 breaths, 1. Breath in 2. An active pose. You're actively pulling yourself down on top of the thighs for 3. And then from there, release the hands down. Take the feet out towards the sides. Take into a Malasana squat. Hands going towards the heart. And then from there, you're going to take the right hand to collect the left ankle. And reach the left hand up towards the sky. Finding a little bit of a twist. Really reach the left hand as far back as you can. And then from there, twisting, opposite side, left hand, right ankle. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Twist. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly deep breath out. We're going to find our way towards the top of the mat. You can walk there if you prefer. You can also draw the knees in towards each other, come into a little tuck. You're going to take a few tuck jumps to get towards the top of the mat. Bring the hands down towards the floor. And you're going to try your best to get the hips as high over the hips as possible. You might start with small little jumps, just jumping the heels towards the bum. You might also slowly start to take it up a little bit higher. You'd like to do that a couple of times. Trying to slow down the descent. And once you get to the top of the mat, lengthening, inhale halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Stepping the left foot towards the back of the mat. Take into a goddess squat. Take the toes to face out. Knees bend. Hands in towards the heart. 3 deep breaths here, really pulling the hips down towards the floor. And the knees open for 1. Deep breath in 2. One more deep breath in for 3. On the exhale, turn the heels out, forward fold, Prasarita A. Once you put the hands down towards the floor, lengthening, inhale halfway, and fold. Exhale. Head comes down towards the mat, hands are in line with the heels. If you have an inversion practice, you can always drop the head down towards the floor, take the feet up towards the sky. Any other straddle press options, straddle press to pincha or straddle press to handstand are always an option here. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands onto the hips. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach the hands up towards the sky. And exhale to interlace the hands behind your back for Prasarita C. Puff the chest open, inhale without moving the hips. And exhale, forward folding, head down towards the floor. Hands come up and over. 3 breaths, 1. Breath in 2, weight is into the toes. One more deep breath in 3. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, extend the arms out towards the sides. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, collect the toes for Prasarita D. Puff the chest open, inhale. And forward folding, exhale. And all of these little forward folds are little micro moments where you can either work the forward fold, working an inversion, whatever you prefer. Take one more deep breath in. And then inhale, lengthen halfway. I get to scoot myself forward. Exhale, walk the hands back behind you so the fingertips are facing back. As you lower the heels or the bum down towards the floor, turn the toes to face out. And as you scoot the heels forwards, maybe you find a moment of lift before lowering yourself all the way down onto your bum for Upavista Konasana. Forward folding, bring the hands up towards the sky, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Try and take this active over the legs. Try your best to keep the toes pointing up towards the sky. Take one more deep breath in. And then inhale, walk the hands back. Exhale here. Inhale, come to bring the legs top of the mat. And find your Navasana boat pose. Take it 5 deep breaths this time, maybe extending the legs long, maybe reaching, so really reaching through the hands forwards, but simultaneously try to open through the chest. Take 3 more breaths for 1, 2, and 3. On the exhale, forward fold over the shins, step or float it back, chaturanga. Inhale upwards. And exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, come all the way forwards. Find a high plank. On the exhale, lower yourself all the way down towards the floor. Next inhale, lift the chest. And exhale to pick up the hands off the floor. So they're kind of right underneath the elbows. Maybe you start lifting the feet off the floor as well. Pull the elbows back behind you. 3 more breaths for 1, 2, and 3. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Maybe sway the hips slightly side to side. From there, bring the palms of the hands to face down, thumbs face out. Next inhale, lift the chest off the floor, push the hands down towards the mat. On the exhale, lift the feet off the floor, whole back body's engaged. 3 breaths, 1. Breath in 2. 1 more deep breath in for 3. On the exhale, reach the hands forwards. 3 more breaths for 1. Biceps are trying to come higher than the ears. 2. 1 more deep breath in 3. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Last 3 breaths. Pull the fingertips back. 1. Breath in 2. Lift the chest, lift the toes. Last breath in 3. And exhale. Release. Sway the hips lightly side to side. And the next inhale, push the hands underneath the shoulders. Come up high plank, inhale. Lower down, chaturanga, exhale, little pause. Inhale, upward facing. We're going to hold upward facing dog for 3 breaths. Drawing the chest open. Really lifting those thighs off the floor. Engaging the backs of the legs. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From there, inhale, come all the way forwards, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself in 1 long line down towards the floor. This time, bend through the knees. Take hold of the ankles. Lift the chest off the floor. Inhale. Exhale, lift the legs off the floor for Dhanurasana. Boat pose. 3 breaths. 1. Breath in 2. You're pretending that you're going to try and step the feet onto the ceiling for 3. And exhale, lower down. Sway the hips slightly side to side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, deep breath out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Last little bits of effort. And exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze comes forward between the hands. Step or float. Come all the way down to lie on your back. You have 2 more back bends left. Option 1, you can take it into a bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana, maybe even interlacing the hands behind your back. If you prefer, you can also take it straight into a full wheel, bringing the hands behind the shoulders. We're going to start taking 5 deep breaths in each of these poses. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down. Bring the hands in prayer in towards the third eye. You could drop the knees in towards each other, close down the eyes. Second round, option to take the same variation you took on the first side, Option 2, you bring the hands behind the shoulders. Take it full Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose, maybe walking the feet in towards the hands. And wherever you are, you're trying your best to take the weight towards the palms of hands to open through the chest. 4 more deep breaths here. Engage the backs of the left legs, lift the chest a little higher. 2 more deep breaths in. 1 more. And exhale, lower all the way down. Hands come in towards the third eye. Drop the knees in, close the eyes. And from there, draw the knees in towards the chest. Rock lightly side to side. And then from there, drop the legs over towards the left side, maybe cactusing out the arms. Bring the gaze over towards the right shoulder. And back in towards the chest. And take the legs over towards the opposite side. Gaze over the left shoulder. And then back in towards the chest. Knees come in towards the chest. Start maybe rocking lightly side to side and up and down the lengths of your back. Eventually arriving in your Navasana boat pose. 3 breaths this time. For 1. For 2. And 3. And exhale to fold over the ankle, step or float it back. Chaturanga. This may be your last chaturanga for today. Meeting in a downward facing dog. And taking into a pigeon. Starting off with the right leg, take the right shin somewhat parallel to the top of the mat. You can always take a block or a pillow underneath that right thigh if you feel like you need a little bit extra support. Making sure that you absolutely never experience any pain into that front knee. Option to stay upright, bringing the hands either sides of your hips. Option 2, you can start to fold forwards over the right leg. Take 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, start walking the hands back in line with the shoulders. Take it back through a downward facing dog. Maybe slightly pedaling out through the legs. And then left side, left shin comes somewhat parallel to the top of the mat. Extend that right leg back behind you. Again, maybe taking a block or any kind of support underneath that left hip. Either taking it upright, leaning back, or folding forwards over the left thigh. Starting to let go of your physical practice. Still trying your best to tune into your ujjayi. And take 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, walk the hands back in line with the shoulders. Back into your last downward facing dog. And from there, gaze comes forward between the hands. Come to seated. Find a Sukhasana, seated pose. If you have lotus position, you can always take Padmasana, lotus, or you're coming with me, opposite elbows. Close down the eyes and simply fold forwards over the legs. Using this as our last and final position before Savasana. Allowing yourself to fully let go of the physical practice. And when you're ready, you can slowly start to lift yourself up. either taking into a seated meditation, or if you prefer, lying yourself all the way down, finding Savasana. Slowly from there, start to draw your awareness back to your mat, back to your body. Perhaps you start wiggling out the fingers and toes. And in your own time and in your own way, you can slowly start to come back to a seated position at the top of your mat. Keeping the eyes closed, gently resting the hands onto your knees. Just taking a moment to acknowledge what is different, perhaps what has changed. And to close off this practice, bring the hands in towards the heart center. As you bow the head down towards the hands, you can give yourself a moment to thank yourself for practicing. Always honoring your body for everything that it does for you. And perhaps even setting a new intention as to how you would like to carry yoga out in the rest of your day. Jai. Thank you all.